The new trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day just came out this week, and there are some things in it that I am super excited about. But there are also things that really concern me that this movie could kind of suck. Let me explain. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Will's Cinematic Universe, where I obsess way too much about Marvel movies, shows, and trailers after my kids go to bed. Okay, so first, I am not one to crap on Marvel. I've really enjoyed the large majority of Marvel movies and shows, and I watch all of them. I've been an OG fan of Marvel since the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out when I was 8 years old. It was literally my obsession for like 5 years, and I still love all things Spider-Man. But there are two things that can ruin any superhero story. Be sure to stick around to the end because the last one can make or break a movie. The first one is to add way too many complicated characters and then not give them the screen time necessary for the audience to really care about them. After all, this is a Spider-Man movie, so how much time do you really have to give to other characters' backstories, especially when you've got this huge plot of Peter's life changing with these big biological changes that he's going through. I'm really excited to see Punisher in this movie. He is one of my favorite parts of the Daredevil series, and if you've watched that or his show, then sure, you already have some of his backstory. But Sadie Sink's character, who most people are saying is Jean Grey, and if that's true, it's a super complicated character that they've already done 3 times in other storylines. And this is going to be really challenging to intertwine her story into Spider-Man's in a smooth way. And then we get Boomerang, Tarantula, Scorpion, and the Hand. And that's a ton of new characters that either have to have some type of backstory or they're just going to be cameos like Rhino in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which doesn't really do justice to those villains and their stories. Which brings us to the big thing that makes or breaks any superhero story, or any story for that matter, the villain. If you look at just about every well-regarded Marvel movie, they've all got one thing in common. They've got one great villain with a deep, rich backstory. The main reason that the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire is so incredible, which is why Marvel continued to make movies in the first place, is because the Green Goblin is an incredible villain, maybe the best in Marvel history, who you can learn to sympathize with and also learn to really hate.
What if there were a better villain? You know, someone you could really hate?
It's not hatred that's important, it's a desire to annihilate.
And a huge reason why the third Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is not all that great compared to the rest is because they tried to do 3 main villain origin stories in one movie, which did not really do justice to any of these characters, except maybe Sandman. It's just too much. The only reason that No Way Home was able to pull off so many villains in one incredible movie is because it was 20 years in the making, and we already had the backstories from all of these previous films, and they were all really solid villains. Even in Avengers Endgame, with one main villain, we had all of Infinity War basically just as Thanos' backstory, just because explaining the Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones and the complexity of Thanos' character was really important to the entire plot of Endgame. My wife tells me when I get really passionate about something, I just get really loud. And now when Marvel is at this new stage of betting a lot on this character, instead of sticking with one really solid villain backstory and building it to an epic climax, they're introducing at least 4 iconic villains in one movie. I think this could be a huge mistake. I really hope that I'm wrong here, but I just don't see this going well. Now, I'm still gonna go see it in theaters. Heck, I might even wear my Spider-Man suit and go see the midnight showing because I'm that big of a Spider-Man fan. But I really hope that we get a solid story with one main villain instead of so much complexity. But what do you think? Am I being too harsh here, or do you feel the same way? Let me know in the comments down below. Am I crazy? Don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more Marvel content, and we'll see you in the next one.